Hi everyone, it's Ann. Today we're going to take a look at another RWS deck called the Tarot Original 1909. It's a circular edition, so we don't see a lot of circular RWS. Of course, they gave credit Arthur E. Waite and Pamela C. Smith, and then Sasha Graham. All right, so it's another um, clone deck, and it's in this circular box. And if you've ever bought cheese, brie cheese, B-R-I-E, or camembert cheese, that's what it reminds me of. It comes in a circular box like this, the French cheese. So brie is one of my favorite cheese, but it's published by Lo Scarabeo, and it says circular edition, 78 round cards with instruction, companion booklet by Sasha Graham. Does come in different languages, and here's a few pictures of the cards. So just to give you an idea of the size of the box, it's a pretty large circular box that you see by the scale of it with the tarot card on top. So here's the inside. It's just, and it's hard. It's a hard case, round box. It does come with a ribbon, makes it easy for you to pull it out. And then it does even have an instruction book, which we'll take a look at after we look at the cards. And it's pretty nice velvet lining inside, and this is solid, and then this is like soft foam that's around. It's black, so it's harder to see, but it's pretty nice, sturdy box. All right, and I've seen this, but I didn't buy it because I'm like, why do I need a round, a round deck and with petite hands round? Sometimes harder to hold, but I broke down and bought it. Llewellyn had a sale, and I got it not too long ago, and I'm glad I got it because when I looked at the guidebook, there's actually more different ways you can read it, and besides upright and reverse, so we'll go over that once we are done with the card, and I'll tell you, and we'll go through the guidebook. So it's called, again, Tarot Original 1909. All right, so this is the original. Oh, I forgot to show you the backs. So here's the backs, and it is laminated. That's where you can see all the reflection. So it has that plasticky feel. Pretty good cardstock, flexible, bendable, comparing it to traditional plaid back. That gives you an idea. So that's how round it is. And then comparing it to a hay house. All right. So let's go ahead, and so that's the title card. It has the title part. And then we have the full. So it is numbered. There is a thin white border around it. Sorry. Trying to zoom in a little bit more. The Magician. So this is the original 1909 one. So the colors are all original. I don't know if I have an original deck or not, so I guess it's good to have a copy. Chariot. I'm going to go by this quickly because most of you know what the RWS deck looks like, but just letting you see how it looks like in circle if you haven't seen already. It's been out for a year and a half, so it was released in November of 2021. So chances are you probably have already seen it, but there's always a few people who have not because there's so many decks out there. But I want to go ahead and do this quick walkthrough just to have it on the channel, and also for those who have not seen it yet. The Sun, Judgment, and the World. Moving on to the Suit of Cups, we have Ace of Cups, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And page, court, the court cards, Knight of Cups, Queen, and King. Next suit is of Pentacles with Ace of Pentacles, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Page, Knight, Queen, King. Next suit is of Wands with Ace of Wands, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Page, Knight, Queen, and King. Final suit is of Swords with Ace of Swords, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Page, Knight, Queen of Swords, and King of Swords. Here are the backs one more time. Let's take a look at the guidebook. It's small. It's a small guidebook, so you can see it's like half the size of a back tarot deck. The cover's a little harder. Semi-gloss pages. It has a welcome, and then the original tarot talks a little bit about it, and then the circular edition reveals, it's saying that a circular tarot deck reveals the holistic nature of tarot, whereas it is commonplace for tarot cards to take on a four-corner rectangular shape, not unlike the dimensions of a cellular phone. Obviously, standard rectangular cards make ease for stacking and shuffling. They follow in line with Century's playing card design, which also embraces solid and masculine nature of the four-corner card, which, by the way, aligns with the stable qualities of the Emperor. So they're saying that the circular cards are more quote-unquote holistic. However, we can understand much better that the holistic nature of the card when it appears to us in a feminine and circular shape. Our minds are sensitive to symbols, even more so when reading tarot, as symbolic interpretation is one of tarot's engines of power. When interpreting a circular card, a softer approach is encouraged and rough edges are smoothed away. The strict division, as when a card is upright and when it's upside down, fades away, replaced by a nuanced feeling. It feels almost as if the figures in the cards are leaning towards one or another direction, while a rectangular shape suggests an intense, active, direct masculine focus on the figure or figures. In the foreground, the round shape suggests a more gestalt attention to the feelings received by the whole cards. The landscape is wider and often greater perspective. The focus of the card becomes holistic, receptive, intuitive, feminine. Is this better or worse? It is different. All right, so that gives you an idea. So supposedly it gives more of a holistic, more feminine feel, being circular versus being square shaped. And it talks about unlocking the meaning of the 78 cards, reversal. I want to get to this. Okay, this is where I wanted to show you what I want to show you guys. So in addition to reading upright and reverse, they break the card up into like a sort of like a pie. They divide it into 4 quadrants. And so as you're shuffling and when you lay out the cards or the cards jump out, of course you have the upright meaning and then the reverse meaning, but then you also have the future if it leans more towards the right in this quadrant from like 12 o'clock to the 3 o'clock. That's considered future. And then from the 3 to the 6 o'clock, if it leans this way, then it's considered the challenge position. And then from the 6 to the 9, if it's facing this way, it's more of your shadow self. And then from 9 to back to 12 again, it's more of the past. So it gives you another layer to your readings, depending on how the cards come out. So and then it also talks about, up is ideals and beliefs, and if it's facing to the right is the future, and if it's down, then it's the unconscious and subconscious, and if it's facing that way, then it's more in the past. And then you can also read it as if the cards are attracted or repulsed by each other. So it gives you example like these two, they're attracted because they're leaning towards each other, whereas these two, they're away from each other, is repulsed. So it gives you a more detail, more in depth, like I said, another layer to your readings with the circular cards, because depending on how they're facing. So that's pretty cool. And then example of cards convergence, if it's leaning, going towards each other, like going together, then that's an example of converging. And then if it's going, away from each other, this is an example of diverging. So I thought that was pretty cool that they include that in the guidebook. Crafting effective questions, how to lay a spread, shuffle, they give you sample spread, deck structure, and then it goes into the major arcana, tarot suits, the different suits and what they mean. And then it goes into the cards themselves. So no picture of the cards, but it does show the number and the title, and then keywords for the card, and about a paragraph for each card. Let's see, the minors. Yeah, and the same with the minors. The minors, they don't even put the number. Oh well, there's no need for the number. They write it out. But it's less words. You get keywords, and it's less writing than the major. So pretty handy little guidebook, and it comes in different languages, so there's not much to it. So it's a step up from the little white book because it's color, and then the cover page is a little harder, and then the pages are semi-gloss. But it's nice that they show you, the different way you can read. And let's see how they shuffle. Let's zoom out a little bit. So it's not that bad. If your hands are petite, it's a little harder to grab because they're circular, but not too bad. Overhand shuffle. Overhand shuffle. And then you can probably do riffle shuffle as well, I believe. Yeah, you can. You can. It's pretty cool. So that's upside down. The King of Pentacles, he came upside down. Let's see what they say for the King of Pentacles upside down. Do they have the court cards together? No, so they have 1 to 10. Do they have a section for court cards? Is it in the back? Oh, okay, here it is. Swords, wands. Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Keywords: financial success, mathematical gifts, savings, broke, weak, broken, corrupt. I guess that's okay, so they don't, have written reverse. They just have keywords. But the reverse words, can you tell, is italicized. So upright is financial success, mathematical gift, savings, and then reverse is broke, weak, broken, corrupt. Wow. The king of earth wields a seismic earthly power over all things. He sits in its castle. I think that's a typo. A creation of hard work and careful investing. The grapes imply harvest, and he is secure in his riches. This card speaks of real estate investment and wealth. Okay, so it came out as upside down, so it's saying broke, weak, broken, corrupt. Wow. There may be a broke earth sign in somebody's future here. Wow, look at this. 10 of Swords ending. So very cool. Very cool. See, because it can land to the right, it can land to the left, it can land right side up or upside down. Or, you know, sort of that way or this way. So you can have fun playing around with it. It has a little bit more depth to your reading. So that's pretty cool. All right. I guess I'll just put a couple here because they're kind of large. Large circles. We get this large. All right. Get all organized here. And as usual, if you don't already have it and you're interested in getting it, I will put the link in the description underneath the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you again on the next video. Bye.